This snowblower, you know, it's pretty much brand new. Some would call it a low hour machine. I think it has less than 5 hours on it. I bought it in 2017 or 2018 and it hasn't run since 2019. Ran like a top in 2019, but guess what? That's the year we had our first kid, and when this thing got put away for the winter, it kind of really didn't. Carburetor's been gummed up for the last 4 years. So I'm here to remind you, winterize your machines. And today, we're gonna do all mine at one time, and we'll give this whole thing one more try before I have to pull the carburetor and clean it or replace it. And if you don't believe me about the 5 hour thing, look at the auger. There is next to no paint off of that, or even the bottom blade back there where it scrapes the concrete. Well, that is one machine that will not be winterized today. I don't want this to happen to any other of my machines, and there's actually a gas station near me now that sells ethanol-free fuel, which I will be buying. So now we're gonna get out every single thing I can think of and winterize it all at once. Anybody wanna buy a snowblower? Runs great when I can get fuel. All right, let's start the parade of machines. And they're all mostly little handheld stuff, but still fun. We'll start with a couple blowers. Old school Craftsman. What is this little guy, CC wise? 25 cc. The Echo PB9010. A tornado on your back. Got old faithful Craftsman string trimmer, 29 cc, 4-stroke. That baby, about 13 or 14 years old. Awesome. Kind of like these are basketball lineups. What else can I find? How's about a generator? Vox Industrial. I think 6,500 watt, something like that. I don't even know who Vox is. The only reason I bought it though, when I did buy it, that baby right there. Sporting the Honda GX390. Good motors. I got a power washer with the, I think the exact same motor. That will not be coming out because I'm not hooking up water. I did already put winterizer in that. Wild Badger 52 cc 2-cycle string trimmer, brush cutter, because all good things come in pairs. Wild Badger 52 cc brush cutter, string trimmer, beast. Husqvarna 455 Rancher. This thing's been a dream. Important to have that thing ready for the winter. If you guys watch the channel enough, here's a saw that needs no introduction. The big feller. Husqvarna 390 XP, rocking, I believe, a 32-inch bar. This is not for the faint of heart. Grasshopper 721D. We'll handle the tractor and the backhoe out by the barn, not bringing them up to the house. So now we're going to top all these things off with fuel, get treatment in every machine, start them up all at once, and each one's going to get a good rev, let them run for 5 or 10 minutes, and just take in the sounds and smells, because it's going to be pretty awesome. My primary go-to for gasoline-powered engines has always been Stabil. I do have a couple others I've used in the past. I have some Seafoam in there as well that treats both diesel and gas. I will link this below as well as those other ones. For diesel, I've always used Howes. As you can see here, that's not just a line. Here's a bottle, it's pretty much empty. Got another one in hand. So the key is just to make sure you get the right treatment in the right machine, as well as the right fuel in the right machine. I may have already treated the hopper, I can't remember. 1 ounce is 2.5 gallons. What's nice about Howes for diesel treat is you can't over treat. I've never tried to run a machine purely on Howes diesel treat, but per the instructions on the bottle, you cannot over treat. Should have got a funnel. Thanks a lot, wind. Well, that's the only one that's out here that's diesel. I believe this thing may have already been treated in full. Sure looks like it. 1 ounce on this does 2.5 gallons. I think this is like a 7-gallon tank. It is rated for 2-cycle motors as well. If you guys know me by now, Overkill is my middle name. Some of you might say, Adam, why don't you just treat all your fuel and then pour it in here? Well, that's an option, I guess. Some of these machines, though, aren't low, and I want to make sure they get a healthy dose. I'm done being scientific. Probably should put bar oil in the chainsaws too, that way this winter when we need them, they're ready. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna mix up a lot of 2-cycle. I think everything out here but for the hopper and the generator, I guess that little weed eater, everything else is 2-cycle. Oh, got it. All right, I think that's everything. A little full, a lot of sap. It's like, how well do you know your children? This leaf blower, it'll start, it'll have trouble staying alive, idling. One of these Wild Badgers will be great, one might be iffy. This thing will be a champ, blower will be a champ. Champ. All right, what else? This is about empty. The Echo's thirsty, man. This thing will probably get run several times yet this fall anyway. I need a smaller 4-cycle can. Put him back in the lineup. little blower died. It makes me laugh a little bit because it sounds like a bunch of go-karts and reminds me of being a kid going go-kart with my parents and my brothers. Tell you what, the dad slash kid in me love that. Everything cycled for about 10 minutes or so, I think. Yeah, that sounded cool. I don't know. Standing here probably sounds way different. It probably sounds like a garbled mess on the camera. But those two Wild Badgers, man, those things sound great. As does the Echo and the 390 XP. The other stuff's kind of small, but those 4 motors there, man, sound fantastic. I'm gonna pack this up. I'm gonna head out to the barn, make sure we get the backhoe and the tractor. I wonder which machines I missed. I had to have missed something. I know I mentioned the power washer, but it definitely got treatment when I used it in late summer. I probably need to treat the valve or whatever. Can't overfill, right? Yeah, the tractor's gonna get used quite a bit. It doesn't sit stale. Can't remember if the battery's even on this thing or not. I was very liberal with the pour on the backhoe because with the transmission being kind of almost out of this thing, it probably won't see much use at all this winter. Tell you what, those two machines there are responsible for helping make this place what it's become today. We'll walk out here as we wrap up and check on the fire I lit earlier. I don't know when I'll get this video posted, but by now it's probably early December when this is going up. So take care of your machines. Don't be a moron. I kick myself every day I go out there and see that thing and know that it won't start and I have to tear the carburetor apart and put a new one on there. It's only 20 bucks. I'd happily pay 80 if it was just done, but like I said, I'm pretty sure the repair is quite involved. It's one of those engineer versus mechanic things. So take care of your machines. They'll take care of you. Without them, things wouldn't look quite like they do out here. However, if someone wants to send me like a couple million gallons of water, we could really use it. It's ridiculous right now. And I will see you guys next time. But before I part, we're gonna go rip on the backhoe a little bit and rev her up because you can't start that thing and not at least lay into it, right? At least I can't. I know. I'm a child. Machine. Machines. Machine. Machines. Machines. Machine. 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 Machines. Machines. Machines.